Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of me putting out random content to help you through this period of time. I want to talk to you today about something really pointy, and it's about getting your money right. It's one of these times when we have to get very good at doing deals. And so I kind of want to talk into that for a minute and kind of come across even a little bit heavy-handed on the importance of chasing every single dollar. Because if I can get you to understand like how to kind of go all in, then you'll kind of find where you're comfortable to do that. But from my point of view, half of the world have money. Don't believe the lie that everybody's broke. If you don't have any money, that doesn't mean everybody else doesn't. If all your friends don't have any money and they're all complaining, that doesn't mean that the rest of the people don't. Okay, there are plenty of people in business. There are plenty of people generally who have been putting money aside for a long period of time, and they're not under pressure right now. There are still businesses that want to do business. There are still people that want to buy products. Okay, you just need to hear that, because I'm talking to my clients all the time at the moment, back to back, and some are suffering, some are not. Some are having their best months ever through this. Okay, so I kind of want you to keep that perspective that yes, it's pressure time. Yes, there's a massive restriction going on, but not everybody is facing that, okay? And so if that's the case, then we've got to follow the money, okay? We've got to follow the industries, the people who have the money, who are still making decisions, and you might have to pivot your attention and go and find something to sell that group of people. Or if you've already got a product for them, then just get more targeted with going to those people. Like if you were to call up 100 new people right now, a portion of those aren't facing a financial meltdown for whatever reason, okay? So you may have to ring 80 that are to find the 20 that aren't, but that would be better for you because you could find something to sell those 20. So we've got to go where the money is. And when I say do deals, there's a lot of ways that could come in. Do not be afraid to cut your price at the moment. People say, oh, discounting is a bad thing. Well, it is a bad thing until it isn't. It's a bad thing to have as a culture, but it's a great thing to have if it means survival, right? If you charge $100 an hour for your services and you can find a way to do it for 72, then do that just to keep the wheels in motion. If you've got a product that you normally buy for $50 and sell for 100, sell it for 75 just to keep some small margin coming through. And it's not a blanket rule that that's always a good idea, but you are better off to sell a product you bought for 50 for 75 than try and get 100 and sell nothing. All right, that's just the world that we live in now. Okay, and in your marketing to that, you can say to your world, you can say, hey, listen, we're only doing this because of what's going on, and these prices won't be around forever, so that you don't train them that you're going to be that's your new pricing. So who do you start ringing? You've got to go to your past leads, okay? Don't decide for them that they can't afford it. That is a really bad idea. Just start ringing all your past leads. Hey, following you up, we've quoted something, we priced something, I came and saw you a little while ago, where are we at? Can we do some business, okay? Start ringing all of those. Then whatever database you've got. If you've got a database of email addresses, phone calls, start emailing them, selling them opportunities, selling them products, giving them content. Get back in their face, find the people who are interested, and then get them on the phone and start selling some products and some services, and you'll find that there is money in there somewhere. You can start sending Facebook messages one at a time and Insta messages one at a time. You can jump into your Facebook and you can go through all your friends and go, hey, have you seen this product we've got? Have you seen this service that we're offering? Hey, I've got a price cut. You can just start. Hand-to-hand combat is the answer right now if you just need to get some more cash flow coming through your business. So jump on Instagram, send direct messages to everybody that follows you. Jump on Facebook, jump on LinkedIn, send messages, okay? You just might be able to find deals and opportunities in there. And if you don't do this work, by the way, because it's hard work, so it's easy, most people won't bother. If you do this hard work, there'll be money in there. If you don't, what else are you going to do with your time? One of the things you may have to do deals is offer terms to your clients, okay? So, whereas you might have given them 7-day terms, you might need to blow it out to 30, you might need to blow it out to 45. I fully understand that increases your risk, but you may be prepared to take that on if you can find another way to mitigate your risk, okay? So if the costs associated with doing the work is covered in the first payment, then you kind of have alleviated your risk to a large degree, and then you get paid for the margin over time. Just find ways to offer terms to people, because like I said, not everybody's suffering crazy. They just might need a little bit of a buffer. They want to say yes, but they can't say yes. For example, let's say you sell a $5,000 product or a $5,000 service, and you normally charge $5,000 up front. Well, you may have to give them $1,000 a month for 5 months. You know what I mean? And that helps them say yes today to giving you some money today, which means more money comes through your business, which means it's easier to stay alive. Okay, so offer terms. There may even be an option for you to do financing. Okay, so go and get something like Afterpay, ZipPay, and Certegy, and those guys who have been in that game for a long time. Maybe go to them and use them as the bank, because then the customer basically gets the same thing. They get to finance and cash flow the purchase, but you get the money up front. Yes, you lose a little bit of margin, but you get some sales that you weren't going to get. Okay, so maybe reach out to those guys. Something else that you could do is you could structure ongoing payments to be less at the start and more at the end. Okay, so for example, if you put people on a 12-month retainer, of $200 a month, maybe that's enough to stop them. So maybe you do $100 a month for the first few months, then you go to $200 a month, and then at the end of the year, they pay $300 a month to pay for the bit they didn't pay at the start of the year. Okay, so maybe it's less and then more doing deals. So in amongst all of that, right, you've just got to be creative. Money is not the problem, even in what we're going through right now. It's creativity that's the problem. You've got to turn back on those creative juices. Find ways to ring people. Find ways to bring in those dollars, okay? By the way, if this is super valuable for you, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, because I'm putting these out every day to help you as we go. And then what I would say is finally this: get used to hearing no right now. Get used to hearing no, I'm not interested, no, no, no. This is a great time for you to become tougher and more resilient and getting used to that little bit of rejection. By the way, they're not rejecting you, they're just rejecting the opportunity right now. So get used to hearing no's. But if you hear lots of no's, you're getting closer to somebody who says yes. And if they say yes, they're going to buy from you, and so forth. All right, so get used to hearing no. And then if they're saying no to you, wait a day and call them back. You can afford to be on the front foot, and you can afford to chase opportunities right now, because you have to, okay? If it's really vital for you and you're on survival, don't worry, don't overthink it and think, oh, I'm being too pushy or I'm being this, because they may not be thinking what you're thinking anyway. If it's down to survival, get on the phone, ring people, don't take no for an answer, and sell them something. If you're just feeling it and it's not crazy, then maybe you don't go that hard. But if you're not going to go back to the same people for deals, if you're not going to push the same people for a yes because you feel like that's too much, then you've got to make up for it by going wide. Call lots of people. Because, just to reiterate, there's lots of people out there right now who are not suffering. Some businesses are booming. Then there's people who are feeling the pinch, but they've got reserves and they're not panicking and they're still doing business. Okay? They're consumers who are still buying for their lifestyle. They're the ones you've got to find. And don't overthink this. You just touch more lives. Emails, messages, phone calls, whatever. Touch more lives and you'll find the people that have the money right now. Hey, hope that was valuable. In the comments below, what was the bit that popped out to you? I'm committed to getting you content every single day. Maybe even share this with your friends. Grab the URL link at the top, cut and paste it, send it into an email, send it out to your friends. I'm just committed to being that voice of positivity, because if you do these things, a couple of things happens. First of all, if you get this intense about building your business, you haven't got time to overthink the situation that you're faced, so you can actually do the work. That's a really good thing. And second of all, you actually will produce more cash, which is going to keep you alive that little bit longer. Anyway, love you, praying for you. See you tomorrow.